But we have the story of Joseph and him telling the Pharaoh of the dreams and the sons of Jacob and the tribes of Israel. What a noble, noble bloodline, all connected back through the lineage of Jacob and Isaac and Abraham directly on the faith. But like I said, the story gets bad. And as time progresses, somehow things shift, and the power of the pagans and the side of disbelief in the one true Lord gets to be so severe that anybody who believes in the one true Lord is turned into a slave. And we find the Jews, as we call them today, being kept in bondage until a point where God decides, yes, it's time to send another messenger with the truth. And as the story always goes, how does God do it every time? How does God do it every time? Oh, God works so mysterious, and He's the Lord Most High, the creator of the heavens and the earth. And so the stories are there, and I don't know why nobody pays attention, and I'm trying to give it to you and show you every time how obviously funky the reality is about being so blatantly true. So, the situations of the true believers at this time called the children of Israel are so royally fracked once again. But unlike past times, and here is a tribute to my brothers and sisters who call themselves the descendants of Isaac, or the tribes of Israel. Unlike other times, things got so messed up that we're dealing with a society that we openly admit in our modern age that was using all kinds of supernatural technology and working with the other races and building great pyramid structures and having amazing feats of technology and what we call in our ancient books as magic and supernatural abilities. Why? Because they were working with the other races, and all that can be checked and verified. I'm just trying to give you the truth, as weird as funky as it sounds. Strangely, as this all happens, again, the people of evil know the signs of the truth, and they always know it, and it's part of the misinformation because the armies of Satan are always telling people what to do and what to watch out for. And so, the leaders of disbelief did what? Try again to kill the sons of Adam. Right? Try to kill the sons of Adam. Any of the believers in God must be killed again. All their males. Why males again? Because the line of Adam is known that it is by the men to be the leadership, and by them and their bloodline to progress. And so the order comes to kill all the males. And in this strange thing, as the fundamentals of faith, what is it that we believe when everybody tells you something's not true? What is it that we believe? What is it that we believe? I've been telling it to you from the beginning. La ilaha illallah. There's only one God. There's only one God. And so God, who has ordered us to believe in no one other than Him, has told us there are angels who do the acts of the Lord Most High, and they are made of light. There are other races made of energy, smokeless fire. Some are believing, some are disbelieving. Satan is to you an avowed enemy, and he will lie to you. And that's the story from Adam. Go back to the beginning of this series and see what your father Adam learned at the beginning of the war. That Satan would lie about God. How evil is that? And so in this strange situation, God inspires the mother of a baby born from the descendants of Joseph and his brothers, of Jacob, of Isaac, the noble son of Sarah, out of the great father of the faith in the Lord, Abraham. God orders this noble woman to take her newborn son and put him in the Nile River. And where does Moses end up? in the castles of the kings. Moses ends up being picked up by the sister of the Pharaoh. Where does God send his most noble believer and the one who he's going to choose to be his messenger of the true faith? He sends him into the heart of darkness to be given the best of everything. Ah, man, the story. Do you understand the story? Are you paying attention? Okay, we're going to rush through the story a little bit because we could talk about Aaron and Moses and his tongue and what happened to him and how these things are all important, but we've got to go further on. When Moses gets to the point where he understands that he's been lied to and he has been deceived. He was living here in darkness, living it up in the best of situations while thinking he was in the greatest of civilizations. Royalty of royals. But surrounded by false gods. And he saw his own people being treated like slaves. And as the situation happened and the story gets long, and so we'll rush through it, Moses is forced to flee. And he goes through the desert and finds descendants of other people and finds Joshua and the tribe of Midian. He spends time with descendants of some of the other prophets. Again, he finds, not Joshua. Anyway, Moses goes, and to make the long story short, again, from the children of the tribes of Israel, Moses wants to know the truth, right? I mean, Moses wants to know the truth. Moses, again, I said, we always tell you the truth. What does it mean to say Islam? Islam means that you're submitting that there's only one God. And a Muslim is somebody who says, I got it. I figured out what's going on in the story, and I'm submitting that there's only one God. I'm part of the human race, the sons of Adam, and God put us here for a reason. Let me stop, inshallah. Take a break. Because Moses is just too important to ignore. Let me take a break.